realized?
What?
I realized the last episode we recorded, we didn't address the fact that it was like Halloween, so we didn't do a Spooktober cast.
Oh, you didn't
sad.
even do a Spooktober month of movies, eh?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna turn my light off here just to
really put us in the mood afterwards.
Welcome back to the Slow Run Cast. All right.
You didn't dress up for Halloween, eh?
No, I was. I don't even remember, dude. That was like a week ago.
You want to see my costume?
Sure, let's see it.
Let me see if there's this one of just me. There should be. You can take a guess and see what I am.
Filthy Frank? Who's that? Like, oh, you're from what do you call it? Space Tunes.
Yeah,
right?
Space Jam. Yeah,
you're
I was Bugs Bunny.
Name? Bugs Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of fun. That was a long.
I wore a
time since I
Mandalorian
last
helmet.
dressed up.
I wore a Mandalorian helmet for about 30 minutes. That was it. I wore a Mandalorian helmet at work for like 30 minutes. That was it. Not even maybe 30, maybe 5.
You just go around the office harassing people, saying, "This is the way."
Yeah, this is the way.
You should have dressed your son up as Baby Yoda and just like hawked him around.
That's a good idea.
Work.
Next time I'll do that. I'll just dress up that. Hamza looks like a Baby Yoda. Dawood not so much.
Yeah, I guess.
Hamza would be a good Baby Yoda.
Do you think he'll be a Baby Yoda enough for one more year? You can just harass everybody at work.
Yeah,
Get zero
dress
work
him up
done
for the whole calendar year as Baby Yoda.
Yeah, and just be like, "This is the way."
I literally it hasn't even really been a Spooktober for me. I just into Battlefield and Ghost of Tsushima that it wasn't even a horror month at all. Like I hardly watched any movies. I watched a few, but we watched I watched one of my friends on Halloween Day. It was called The Visit. It's an older film. It's like a.
Is that a vampire one? It sounds like
no. It's supposed to be like a documentary style. What is it from? It's from 2015. I did. It was such a good movie.
I'll have to look into it. I didn't watch anything scary, I don't think.
Yeah, there was a couple of other things I watched. I think there was a movie from last year called Oddity that we watched too.
This is a big contrast from your what is it? Your Indian horror movie that you watched last year?
Oh yeah, Kumati. That's a good movie.
Yeah, don't break out into song here.
It's actually really like that. It wasn't that much. That movie wasn't really a horror as much as it was like a cinematic art piece. But yeah,
I'm surprised you remember the song at all. I just remember you singing
Kumati, which is a film from 1979, a Malayalam language film, where there is this. It translates to the boogeyman. It's this kind of. And
it wasn't even about a boogeyman, right? It was about some priest or something.
It wasn't a priest as much as it was a sorcerer who just he's a wandering sorcerer and he comes to a village and all these kids start to trust him. And then he turns them into animals. But yeah, it was just kind of the way the character is because he doesn't look scary. He's kind of like that, that fence, that borderline between scary and not so scary.
He just had a weird, uncanny look to him.
Yeah. But he's also warm and welcoming. It was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Did you talking about uncanny? This is a little bit just completely off topic. There was that robot announced this week that looked too much like a human. So they had to cut his leg open to show that it was actually a robot.
Ooh, where was this?
Yeah, search up Xpeng, X and then PENG, and then watch it walk. There's a quick video of him, and it looks very uncanny valley. It walks exactly like a human. Here, let me send it to you.
I can't find XPENG?
Yeah. I sent you the video just now, but they had to cut open
Is this a car? This is a Chinese electric car.
No. It's their next gen iron robot, IRON. Yeah. And it just walked super uncanny valley So they actually had the robot walk out and then cut open its leg to show the actual working parts of the robot.
Oh, because people were freaking out. They're like, this is BS.
Yeah, this is BS. It's like a human that's under there. but it like the way it walks is so weird and like human like almost. Like it's got not your robotic gait.
Oh, Chinese firm cuts open its robot to prove it's not human. Oh, jeez, bro. We're getting into some dangerous territory, brother. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it was so uncanny valley when I watched it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's getting there. That is normal human gait.
Imagine if they just like got someone that just had like a peg leg and it was just like human otherwise other than that one part. Like, joke's on you.
Yeah, they just had a prosthetic on him.
Yeah, exactly.
We are digressing, brother, because we are avoiding the big freaking news that happened this week. And yeah, I would have liked to predict this on our predictions episode, but they didn't wait till 2026 to drop this bomb on us. But if you feared the worst was going to happen for 2025 or 2026, then it has. Because GTA 6 is delayed out of May next year, a full 6 months, to November 2026. And the internet obviously imploded. What's that show? I've been seeing this meme everywhere. What's that show where there's like an evil superhero, like dictator? What's it called?
Is it Invincible?
No.
No, not Invincible. Bad Boy?
The Boys or something like that?
Yeah, The Boys, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, The Boys, right? And it's just like that clip of him when he's like looking at something on his phone and he's like, ah, he's like evil laughing. And it's like you got your wife pregnant so that you could use paternity leave to play GTA 6 for 2 weeks.
I've been seeing that same like context, the got your wife pregnant, but on the Fantastic Four scene of Sue Storm kissing Mr. Fantastic.
Oh
yeah,
okay,
same thing. Okay. Yeah, he's got like that empty look in his face.
Yeah, but yeah, so if you're gonna have to like play nothing during the mat leave here, and unfortunately you're gonna have a 6-month-old child by the time GTA comes out.
Yeah,
but yeah,
and
so
you're probably never touching GTA 6 until your child is like 8 years old.
Dude, you know what's crazy? There was one video of a guy who was like, "Look, here's a video of me playing GTA 5 the day it came out. Look at my newborn daughter in my hands while I was playing GTA 5 on the PS3." And then he was like doing a recording of himself on video webcam. And then he's like, "Look at this child now." His daughter's like 13.
God.
He's like, "Look at this. This is how long we have waited."
That's pretty crazy that he has like footage of him back then with his newborn and whatnot. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, it just, I guess, when GTA 5 came out, he just happened to have had a newborn around that time.
Yeah. GTA 5.
He's like, "My child is 13 years old."
That was 2013. What other games came out in 2013?
Crazy. The Last of Us, the first one.
Oh my God, that's crazy. So that was like the end of generation for PS3 then.
Yeah, it was the end of
the original Tomb Raider remake came out that year.
Oof.
Batman Arkham Origins, which if you followed earlier, I was replaying at the beginning of this year. It definitely kind of holds up, but not really. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time.
Crisis came out in 2013?
Crisis 3, apparently.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Yeah, so the new release date is November 19. They are stating polish is the reason why they are delaying the game. They just want more time to clean it all up. Derwin, are you surprised at all by this?
I'm not surprised.
Not one bit.
I mean, I wasn't surprised when they delayed it the first time or the second time.
Well, I think the first trailer was... When did we see the first trailer? Was that like end of 2023 or end of 2024 when we saw the first trailer?
I can't even remember anymore.
Let me look.
First trailer was 2023, December 2023.
So end of 2023, we saw the first trailer. And at the end of that, they said it's going to come out in 2025. So it was end of 2023 when they announced it's coming out 2025. And we went through all of 2025 waiting for an announcement that it's going to come, it's going to come, it's going to come. I think up until the summer, right? We were thinking, when's it going to come out? Is it going to come out in October, November? And everybody was holding off on releasing their game. Remember how like October had no release dates because everybody thought GTA 6 was going to come out in October?
Yeah.
And then they announced the May 2026 release date. And then October filled up with announcements immediately after. And yeah, so now a whole nother calendar year.
Yeah. And then CD Projekt Red reposted or like commented on the announcement. And they were just saying like, no more, like they reposted their no more delays are happening from when they first announced their actual release of the game. Just as like a little callback that it's better to take your time.
Well, remember what happened to remember what happened to CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk. That thing got delayed 3 times, I think, in a year. It was supposed to come out April 2020, then it got delayed to like August. And then I think it was like September, and then they delayed it again to November, and it still came out a buggy mess. I'm glad. I want to turn your attention to this article that I read on IGN by Simon Cardy, which I thought was pretty interesting, and it's titled "The Winners and Losers of the GTA 6 Delay," and he proceeds to list a bunch of people who he believes are winners or losers with this news announcement. The first winners are every spring 2026 game. So Crimson Desert, 007 First Light, Soros, anything else that's trying to come around that time, you're winners. Do you think any of the games that we know that have release dates, Neo 3, Resident Evil Requiem, Soros, Crimson Desert, 007 First Light, do you think any of those are going to get delayed now just by a week or a month or so? Something like that, just because they have more wiggle room now and that May area is all empty? Or do you think
I feel like Soros maybe, but a month isn't really that much, right? So I think if they do delay, it'll be more of a delay than just 1 month, you know?
You think Soros? I think Crimson Desert, dude.
You think Crimson Desert?
Yeah, dude. Crimson Desert has been in development forever and they keep delaying it, and it's a big, meaty boy. I feel like that.
I don't know. I just feel like Soros was like so quickly announced and then so like quickly released in terms of release date. Like what, we saw it twice so far, and we've gotten like a release date, a full release date. So,
but we saw it over a year ago, and it's been 5 years since the team's last game.
That's true.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's just a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Yote in September last year for the first time, and it came out in October this year. So
that's true.
Yeah. I think maybe Crimson Desert.
I don't know if that many games would actually get delayed.
I think we're going to hear more announcements for games in April and May than delays.
Yeah. I think so
we're going to I think people are now going to fill up April and May and June because they're like, oh, we're a little safe. The second category they have listed here is PC gamers. He calls them the losers.
Oh, because it's going to be another year before they get to play?
They get to play it on PC, yeah.
Yep, that's fair.
For GTA 6 developers, they call it's complicated. Speaking of Mandalorian at the top of the show, he's saying the Mandalorian and Grogu are winners because that movie's scheduled to come out May 2022. Or May 22, 2026. So that was like, 4 days away from
Do you think people would actually just not be able to stop gaming for 2 hours to go watch the Mandalorian and Grogu?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, dude. People are just going to forget. Well,
I feel like sometimes it's a good break, though. Like, you can't be playing GTA 6 for that long.
I don't think it's that, but I think it's more about, like, the hype of a product. Like, no one's going to talk about The Mandalorian and Grogu when it comes out.
Yeah.
If GTA 6 comes out at the same time.
Yeah, when there's lots of memes about GTA 6. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The summer game events are winners because now people will watch Summer Games Fest, etc., which happens like a week after this. Black Friday 2026 console sellers are winners because this game comes out a week before Black Friday.
So people will be
and then buying. Yeah, and then he ends it off with us, the players. We're losers and winners. Because, I mean, from my perspective, Like I'm looking forward to GTA 6, but I'm actually kind of happy with this delay for schedule wise, because the FIFA World Cup was happening like 2-3 weeks after this. It's NHL playoffs around that time. It's the end of the soccer season too, so there's Champions League like semifinals and finals, and the FIFA World Cup in June, July. It was going to be a busy sports summer for me, so I'm more than glad to just like on a big open world action adventure game like this to just a November 19 release date, the day after my birthday, so I could potentially stand in line on my birthday, to get it at midnight and go play is exciting for me. Right.
Do you agree that they have Marvel's Wolverine listed as well? Do you believe
they
that
do?
one's a
I was going to
loser?
get to that. Yeah. So I was going to get to that and see what you thought. But they're saying Marvel's Wolverine is a loser because it had a late 2026 release window. And we actually got news that Insomniac doubled down on their fall 2026 release date for Wolverine. What do you think?
I think they can easily push it back a few weeks and still be good.
Push it back? What do you mean?
Like in terms of their game?
Like delay Wolverine?
Yeah. Like what's another month delay? Be like, oh yeah, we just need another month to work on polish.
I don't think they do that. That would put you into December 19th. There's no way they'd release a game that time.
January.
That's already after everyone's done like holiday shopping. I doubt it. And before Black Friday and all that kind of stuff.
So do you think it'll be a loser though? Is there enough of an overlap between gamers that play GTA 6 and gamers that want to play Marvel's Wolverine, or are people going to buy both?
Dude, Marvel's Wolverine has to piss off by at least a month earlier before GTA 6 comes out. Maybe even more. If Marvel's Wolverine, this is a mouthful. I can't even freaking say it. Marvel's Wolverine. If it comes out in September, if it's a September release, it's safe. If it's an October release, it's pushing its luck. No way in November. Not a chance. Not before, not after.
But what are the chances that they push forward
than
back, right? I feel like it's going to be delayed back than pushed forward.
Well, we don't know. We don't know when the release date is. They said fall. Fall could be September, October, November. So we're maybe not pushing it forward. Maybe it was already going to come out in September. And that's why they're saying it's going to be fine. Or maybe it was already going to come out in October. They said it was going to be fine. But if they were planning November, get out of there. Not a chance. Don't even think about it.
So, do you want to give the audience a guess at the release date then?
Oh,
you are the Messiah.
You are the release date Messiah. Okay, all right. Let's really think about this. Okay, I think Marvel's Wolverine is going to come out on a Thursday, and that Thursday is going to be the 1st of October.
You think October 1st?
October 1st. Lock it in.
All right. I'm writing this down as we speak. October 1st.
October 1st, Thursday, Marvel's Wolverine will be releasing.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and guess that it's going to get delayed. That's my guess.
Okay. But you know what I'm actually going to guess? If I really wanted to guess, I'm guessing GTA 6 gets delayed till March 2027. I'm dead serious. Man. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking.
You don't think they're ready, bro, even though they're saying polish, you know?
Let me jump ahead, okay? Through these news stories just for a second, just to loop this all in. We got news this week that Red Dead Redemption 2 has sold more copies than any other game in the last 7 years, and it's the 4th best-selling game of all time. Rockstar doesn't owe you shit. Them delaying the game has no effect. You could sit and complain on the internet all you freaking want. They're way past that. They are way past that. If they want to delay this thing another year and polish it and fix it and get it to where they want to be, where they're comfortable with it, they're going to do it. They're not going to push this. Okay? This isn't Cyberpunk or anything. Even though Cyberpunk we thought were too big to fail after The Witcher 3, it's not happening, bro. They're going to delay this if they need to. So, whatever. And also, I think there was news that I don't remember this happening at the time, but apparently this was the story with Red Dead Redemption 2 when it came out. It was supposed to be a 2017 release, late 2017. They delayed it to the spring of 2018, and then they delayed it again to the winter of the fall of 2018. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I actually really thought it was gonna come out in May because the way Strauss Zelnick was talking about how confident they were with this release date, and they delayed it all the way a whole calendar year. Like we found out in the summer of this year that it was coming out in May. They pushed it a whole year ahead in advance. So we said, okay, they're gonna be good. They gave themselves so much space. And then 6 months later, they're like, now we need another 6 months. So after that's happened, boy, that cried wolf. I'm not surprised if you need another 6 more.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. And it'll be great. It'll be great when it comes out.
Should we just go through the rest of the delays or what else?
Or no, I just wanted to mention on this IGN article, the last person that they are calling a loser is Microsoft. Because Microsoft has a very big year lined up ahead of it, according to themselves. We don't have any release dates for their games, and just assuming some of the release dates that came out early before GTA, these releases were maybe fall releases, so now they're looking at having to speed them up and bring them up sooner or delay them out of the fall. Like games like Fable, Forza Horizon 6, Halo Campaign Evolved, Gears of War E-Day, those are all slated for 2026. So I think maybe Microsoft is in a little bit more trouble than Sony with Marvel's Wolverine. Because those are 4 games.
But wouldn't it really just be one of these games that are going to get hit? Like, no way these are all going to be coming out in the fall, right?
I mean, Forza Horizon 6 probably is going to be a fall game, I would imagine. Halo Campaign Evolved. You know, you're right. Maybe it's too early to say. Like, Microsoft has an event happening here in November. Another, like, developer whatever thing. They did it last year. And they have their little thing in the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Their developer direct where they show 4 or 5 games in January. And they're going to have their thing in June. So, you know what? Maybe it's too early to really say. I'm not sure if they're that in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, they're losers right now anyways. But, you know, talking about 2026, specifically to this, yeah, I feel like only one of these games are really going to get hit hard. And these are going to be coming to Game Pass. So really, you know, the sales aren't going to be crazy anyways. I mean, the best hope is for Forza Horizon 6. Because it doesn't have a PS5 launch yet, right?
Yeah, but still, I think Forza Horizon might be in trouble. That's really close. It's probably going to come out really close to when GTA comes out.
Yeah. And that's fine, though, right? Because they're not going to sell additional copies to Game Pass owners.
That's a good
It's their PS5 owner base that will be the sales hit. So, I mean, if I was Microsoft, I'd probably move Forza Horizon 6 to that.
You make an excellent point. I like if it's only coming out on Xbox day and date, it's like you said, mostly going to Xbox owners are probably going to play it on Game Pass. They're not going to buy it. And the people who are going to buy it are the PlayStation buyers. And if it comes out in March, they'll buy it in March of the next year, 2027. Yeah, I think you're totally right about that.
Yeah. That's what I would be thinking if I was Microsoft for sure.
Halo Combat Evolved is just a remake, I think, of number 1. So that's going to be PlayStation sales as well. So if they find a good spot for that, I think people will gobble it up. I think the only thing left is is the original games, which are Gears of War, E-Day, and Fable. You need to find good spots for both of those, I think.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you have to prioritize.
I mean, hopefully they pepper this throughout the year. And I'm sure they will because their revenue is from Game Pass, right? So you can't just release all these games all at once. It would be unwise.
Especially if you price hike the thing to $35 and now people are only going to subscribe, not permanently, but temporarily selective. Yeah, so we'll see. There was some suggestions that this delay had something to do with a news story we discussed last week about the employees at Rockstar that got fired for reportedly trying to unionize. The Rockstar's come out saying that the delay has nothing to do with these people getting fired. And Rockstar also said that the reason they got fired was not because they were trying to unionize. It was because they're trying to leak information. The ex-employees themselves dismissed this and basically explained how they got laid off or let go. The process in which HR basically said, "Oh, you gross misconduct, whatever, you're gone." It was 2 minutes. They said there was no there was no
leak. They denied it, right?
They denied it. They said that Rockstar had no evidence. It happened in some Discord, I think, server, but they were saying everybody there was a Rockstar employee. And they were protesting outside of Take-Two's London office on Tuesday. Was it? Or Thursday. No, I got that all wrong. On Friday, sorry. November 7th. Yeah, so I don't, it's not, it seems to be not related to this whatsoever. But I'm curious to see what else happens with regards to this unionizing story. And we also got news the same week that Borderlands 4's sales were softer than expected, according to Take-Two. And he blamed the performance of the game when Randy Pitchford was like, "Yo, this thing works great. It's perfectly optimized."
I'm surprised Randy Pitchford didn't have something smart assy to say.
Yeah, it's his boss. So.
Yeah.
Derwin, this is the real news of this week. This is the news that pertains to you. You don't care about GTA 6, do you?
No, not really. I mean, I'm probably gonna pick it up because we have to at this point. It's too big not to report on.
Yeah. But your imaginary game that was supposed to come out late this year, that was delayed to early next year, has now been delayed to late 2026. That is Marvel 1943: Rise of Hydra.
Yeah, I'm bummed about that.
Amy Hennig. I'm surprised you still think this thing is real and that it's coming out. It's not coming out.
I'm surprised you think Blade is real and it's still coming out.
Marvel's Blade. Dude, I'm worried. You know, all these articles about like what's coming out for Microsoft next year, nobody's mentioned Marvel's Blade. I think Marvel's Blade was originally slated for 2026. Internally, there wasn't any like announcement, but it sounds like that game is not.
So are we taking bets on what comes out first? Marvel 1943 or Marvel's Blade?
Oh, we could take bets. It's Marvel's 1943. Blade, I'm starting to worry about.
Okay, loser has to buy a copy of one of these games for the other person. If Marvel's Blade comes out first, I will buy you a copy of Marvel's Blade.
Okay,
and if
all right.
Marvel 1943 comes out,
I'm down. I'm down to buy you a copy of Marvel's.
All right, I'll buy you a copy of Marvel's Blade.
Or I could just play it on Game Pass if it comes out. Oh,
Perfect. I've got the better end of the deal. I think Marvel's. Wesley Snipes apparently is in talks with Disney for coming back. I think that
Blade?
I think that was one of the news stories that we were talking about. Not for the game.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that recently. That he's apparently supposed to be potentially in talks, but I can't find the news article, so don't hardcore quote me. I'm also being very unrealistic in thinking this, perhaps, too.
Here's the thing, Derwin, 1943, here's the reason why I'm not, really, high on this game. We haven't seen anything since, GDC 2024 when they showed it. It was such a weird place to show it, too. Right? Have we seen anything else?
No, it was just that one trailer.
From GDC, which is, weird, right? I don't know. I mean, I gotta see more. If this game was coming out late this year, we would have seen more. I mean, I'm surprised when I read this news story, I thought this was already something that happened. I didn't realize they were still saying they were gonna hit early 2026. I was like, no, you're not. In my mind, I'm like, we haven't seen anything. We didn't see anything at,
gameplay
maybe Game Awards, we'd see something, but Game Awards, and they were gonna turn it around in 3 months. I doubt it. They want some level of marketing cycle for a year or something. They weren't going to just, here you go, December Game Awards coming out in February or March or something. Yeah. I think they're screwed though, because I think if they're coming late 2026, now the issue is GTA. Before the issue was GTA. GTA's in late 2026 now. They got to deal with GTA again.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know. I think both of these games are pretty deep in cold water.
Yeah. That Terminator 2D game, No Fate, has been delayed again, man. It keeps getting delayed, but it gets delayed like weeks out. It's now a December 12 game. This is like the third delay this fall season.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be a September, and then it got pushed to October, November, I think.
Yeah, and I was kind of excited about this because it looked pretty good. Like it looked
I actually
more
get
like
more excited for it the more they delay it. It does look good.
Yeah, it's like reminds me of the old retro. Yeah, it reminds me of like what's it, Cosmic Invasion almost.
It does,
except for in the Terminator timeline.
Yeah, the Derwinator timeline.
Yeah, the Derwinator timeline. Also, I think, man, I'm either super gullible or I'm just like not fact checking, but apparently, Arnold Schwarzenegger is in conversations with Disney for returning to the Predator series as well.
How old is Arnold Schwarzenegger? What are you talking
about? Dude,
I
don't know, man. But so if you remember in the latest animated movie, I think Killers of Killers, he does make an animated version of him does come up at the very end. So maybe it's I don't know if it's just a little Easter egg or maybe he's potentially coming back.
Dude, he's 78. What does this guy drink? Virgin blood?
Probably.
This guy doesn't look freaking 78. Bro, these freaking people, they drink virgin blood, I swear to God.
Yeah. I mean, apparently he is kind of vegan now. I don't know if that's also true, but he went he switched more to like a vegetarian based diet from what I understood.
Yeah. So just more veggies than meat.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, I will stop sidetracking you with apparent movie news.
Apparent movie, this should be
which is also probably just a lie from me, but who knows?
Yeah, you should do like a film cast freaking podcast or something.
Yeah.
Derwin, we got some news about Square Enix doing mass layoffs and restructuring with regards to their overseas kind of operations in the USA and Europe. It sounds like, according to GamesIndustry.biz, they're basically going to stop developing overseas. It seems like we've had this conversation about Square Enix in the past, where it seems like they're trying to double down on some of their bigger IDs and stop IPs and stop taking risks. You know, stop releasing stuff like that Foam Stars game and what have you. We also know that Square Enix sold off some of their Western development studios. What was that, 2-3 years ago now? Crystal Dynamics. And,
something like that.
And what was the other one? Crystal Dynamics was the developer of that Avengers game. And
also
Eidos Montreal.
Yeah. Tomb Raider, yeah. And then Eidos Montreal was also Deus Ex Machina.
Deus Ex Machina, yeah. So it looks like they're laying off more people. It sounds like it's about 100 people in North America and in Europe as part of this restructuring.
But these are the same. This is the same company that wants to build something like Clair Obscur.
I don't know, man. This is the same company that also wanted to do metaverse and NFTs, remember? So, and this is the same company who none of their freaking video game releases meet sales expectations.
Yeah, apparently never meets video game sales expectations. Maybe you guys are just over expecting.
Yeah,
and also
they're trying to do an annual cost saving of 3 billion yen a year, which is $19.6 million. And here's the news: that's not it for them this year. They also want AI to handle 70% of their quality assurance work in 2 years' time, 2027. So no more QA testers, you know, trying to find bugs and stuff like that. That's not happening anymore. They want to get like AI to do all that work for them, at least 70% of it by 2020.
Yeah, I don't know if I kind of understand that, because like, how are you expecting a computer to give you actual feedback? Because I don't know if you've used like AI that much. It seems like they're overly friendly sometimes.
I think maybe the idea is stuff that's more like black or white. Like, oh, there's frame rate drops over here. Oh, there's a bug over here where the item can't be picked up, or there's something like that. I think they want the AI to detect that. And then for the other 30% of the workforce, they want those QA testers to work less on that and more on the human things sort of thing, you know?
Okay.
Stuff that maybe a computer doesn't detect. Maybe that's all I could suspect.
I mean, I hope that's what it is in terms of benefit of the doubt, you know?
I mean, QA
I feel like
testers they always get the short end of the stick in the video game industry. Like, they work hard. As soon as a game comes out, they all get mass laid off. It's always the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Yeah. Derwin, we had N7 Day this week, and we got some more Mass Effect news. The BioWare confirmed that they are still working on Mass Effect 5, whatever it is, and not to fear. That's about it. I think they needed to make this send out this message because there were fears following the Saudi Arabia potential acquisition of EA, following the mass layoffs that happened at BioWare last year. The Dragon Age, the Veilguard, seemingly commercial and critical failure. That development studio now has less employees than it's had since, I don't know, 2004 or something like that. So people are still being reassured that this game is alive. I don't know. I'm not.
I don't know.
I have doubts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
they're in a really bad position.
BioWare needs either a hard reset or it's over. Yeah, maybe just in time for the TV show that's coming out, which we got confirmation is set after the original trilogy. So I'm not sure if there might be any overlap.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. You don't have to follow any lore. You don't have to have people mad at you for not following the script.
Or you could just make a terrible story because you can't make anything as good as that original trilogy.
Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised they're not like remaking Mass Effect or something like that. Because when did the first Mass Effect game come out?
2007, I think.
So, I mean, it's probably due for some sort of remake, remaster, something along the lines of that.
Well, Derwin, that is excellent because you got into my next news story right away. Perfect. Did you read this? Did you try to do this?
Yeah. Reading your mind.
Okay. All right. Okay. I thought this was just coincidence. I'm like, Derwin, what the hell? How'd you line that up? We got some news about remakes and remasters from a Ampere, which is a kind of a consumer research analyst group that says that video game players are more likely to spend money on remakes than remasters. This is being reported by VGC Andy Robinson. You could check out the article yourself. There's a nice little graph from Ampere Analysis, and it shows on the x-axis peak consumer dollars spent and peak monthly active users. Shows in the last few years, or from January 2024 to September 2025, that most of the money is being spent on remasters or remakes rather than remasters, with one notable exception is Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered at 180 million. But everything else is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Silent Hill 2 Remake, shows where Gears of War Reloaded is there. So interesting. They're saying basically go all in rather than just do this remaster. You'll make more money. But at the same time, it's going to cost more money to remake a game. So you got to balance that out. The same analyst firm says IP holders are sitting on a wealth of content with regards to remasters and remakes. And they have listed 10 games ripe for 18 games ripe for remakes and remasters. This is also from VGC, posted by Chris Scullion. If you scroll down, they have Assassin's Creed, the original one for a remake, Chrono Trigger, The Legend of Zelda, and Link to the Past. I'm sure a lot of people like that. Fallout, the original one, Rayman Origins, Resident Evil 5. I'm not so sure about that one. Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, because if you ever play those Uncharted games, that one's a little bit more outdated than the other ones.
Yeah, it is.
Batman Arkham Origins for remasters, Bloodborne for remaster. I think Bloodborne could even use a remake. That is one that I really see. Like, they are sitting on some money over there. Bully, I mean, I don't know how many times people have been asking for this. Dragon Age Origins, The Elder Scrolls Morrowind. I mean, the way Oblivion went, of course. Fallout New Vegas, 100%. Red Dead Redemption 2, maybe not so much of a remaster, just a patch to run on PS5s. And then God of War 2005, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is apparently already in the works, the original Far Cry, and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
I'm surprised Arkham. I mean, I would love to see the Arkham series like remastered fully, but they did put out the Arkham collection for PS4, I thought, and that was they had remastered, or yeah, they had remastered it a little bit in terms of
Did they remaster
visuals.
Or is that just a port?
Yeah, it says fully remastered and updated visuals. I had to like look it up because I was like, I'm pretty sure not recently, but
that was when?
That came out. Let's see.
But can you, like, my point is, can you not do it again for PS5 at 60?
Oh, I'm sure you could totally do it again for PS5. I don't know when it came out.
It's like Gears of War Reloaded.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
They
Or
remake
this Halo Combat Evolved.
Okay, that one's pretty fair though.
Master Chief Collection in like 2015, 16.
But it's a full remake almost, isn't it?
That's
like
true,
completely new visuals. Yeah. I see more value in the full remakes than the remasters.
I agree.
I'm just way more willing to spend money on a remake.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like those like remakes like Resident Evil 2, Final Fantasy 7. That's something that allows me to visit a game that maybe I didn't play when I was young as a child because my parents weren't going to buy me Resident Evil 2, or something like that. Or maybe I just wasn't in tune to what was going on. Yeah. I wasn't playing Resident
And the
Evil
visuals are completely different.
Yeah. It's completely ground up, completely different game.
Yeah, less of a... Is The Last of Us Part 1 considered a remake?
It is, according to Naughty Dog, because they sold that one for full price and didn't give you an upgrade path.
Yeah. So that's one that's like definitely not. Yeah.
There's different ones. There's like Demon Souls remake, which I would call a remake for sure, but it doesn't really change the game. It's the exact same game, but it's so old now that you need a full overhaul to...
Yeah, the wiki says The Last of Us Part 1 is a remake, so not a...
That's what they called it, yeah.
Yeah, so it is a remake.
That is not a good example, no. That's not a game that needed a remake.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, the Resident Evils for sure, and like, what's the other one? Silent Hill.
Silent Hill 2, yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah. Okay, last movie thing. I remembered which two were getting updates in terms of movies. Gremlins 3 was the one I was telling you before. That one's like guaranteed. Warner Bros. Is reviving. The other one is The Thing 2. So like back in 2023, they were saying that there might be a Thing 2. And then this week, John Carpenter was at the Fan Expo Philadelphia, and he was asked about where the sequel was when the sequel was coming. He says that they're working on it, and he doesn't know, so we'll see. But I don't know if you've ever watched The Thing, but it's one of my favorite thrillers. There is a game.
Isn't The Thing? There is a game, isn't there?
Yeah.
Isn't The Thing from like 1984?
Yes. There's multiple remakes. I think this was the 2011 remake.
Yeah, 2011. Okay, yeah. Actually, funny story about this movie. I went to go watch back in 2011. I can't forget this. What were those movies that had Rowan Atkinson where he's a spy? Johnny English. Yeah. Johnny English Reborn 2011. I went to go watch Johnny English Reborn 2011 with my friends in the theater. We walk into the theater, movie starts, and it's The Thing. And we're like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? It took us like a minute to be like, how this is a weird starting to a movie. And until we got like 5 minutes in, we're like, Oh, this is not the movie. This is the thing. This is not Johnny English Reborn. And we like walked out of the theater and we're like, yo, you guys got like the wrong movie on. Oh, they're like, oh shit, we're so sorry.
That's funny. So I just looked it up. So The Thing 2011 is a prequel to the 1982 film of the same name. I thought it was a remake. I'm wrong. And then I guess this Thing 2 would technically be a sequel to the 1982 film. And not
Okay, so it's not a remake.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, I'm hopefully
done with
officially
your
done.
movies. Okay. We've been talking a lot about Halo Combat Evolved. We got some news about Halo Infinite this week, and I love these two articles. This is from Eurogamer. They said, turns out Halo Infinite isn't infinite at all, as Halo Studios ends active development just after 4 years. And then I like the title from VGC where it says, 4 years into its 10-year plan, Halo Infinite is officially ending major updates.
Yeah, this reminds me of when Windows 10 was like, this is going to be the last edition of Windows.
Yeah.
They were meaning to like constantly update it, and then here we are. This year, 2011, Windows 11 is now the primary mainstream operating system, and 10 is being sunset.
Makes me sad for Halo Infinite. That was a really good game. Played it in 2021. It was one of the first things I played on my Series S. At the time, I didn't have an X just yet. Yeah, it was a really fun multiplayer game. But I just guess it didn't have the legs to keep going. They weren't releasing content fast enough. People didn't... Because nowadays, multiplayer games, they're all about, like, where's the battle pass?
Yeah, where's the next season pass? Where's the next thing? Yeah.
There was none of that.
And then even at launch, like, wasn't it just the campaign first? And then, like, the multiplayer came after? No,
it was the other way around.
It was multiplayer first?
The multiplayer came out first before the campaign. And the multiplayer was free to play. You didn't even need Game Pass to play it. I mean, that game could come to PS5. That would be a good one, right? For them, at least.
Do you think it will?
Microsoft. I mean, I don't know at this point since they ended development. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if it's end of development, they might just start fresh.
Yeah, I don't know. It was such a fun game. It was really good. But then also the problem with Halo is it's really codified in that early 2000s multiplayer game where, you know, a game was a campaign and a multiplayer mode, and that multiplayer mode was never meant to be a forever game. It was something that was just pure absolute fun. There was no like progression, there was no battle pass, there were no like skins and stuff that you're trying to, if there was some unlocks, they're all in game. There's no like additional bonus updates. It's just fun with the boys. So a lot of the way Halo functions is like all those guns that you have in Halo there's no like attachments or whatever that you use to customize. Like it's the same guns. Everybody has them. You start off with the whatever or with a battle rifle. Like everybody is on an even playing field. And I like that. That's fun, but that doesn't really make for a game where you want to, you know, you're not unlocking attachments. You're not unlocking accessories. You're not customizing your loadout, right? All you did was just skins. That was it in that game. So yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate. Halo Infinite, rest in peace.
They didn't even make it halfway. 4 years?
4 years, no. Yeah, this was supposed to be a big live service game. I also think they should have done the Battle Royale thing. I think in 2021, Battle Royale was still pretty hot. They should have done that and gave it a shot. Fortunately,
they should have just played with different game modes. Like, you know,
they chose not to.
It's better than wasting 4 years of life. Because I bet you the player count for Halo Infinite wasn't very high, like after launch.
It was not. It was, I mean, I don't know what it would be on Xbox, of course, but we could check SteamDB, but...
yeah, SteamDB, I'm on there right now. Players right now, 3,641, so not like terrible. 24-hour peak was 3,949. So it looks like it hasn't passed the 4K mark in quite some time.
What was it? Oh no, it's been like this forever. But what is this historic?
All-time peak was 4 years ago at 272,586.
That's not bad when it first came out, but that dropped like right away. It lasted for a solid like month, and then in 2022, it's been steady since.
So November
This
to
is also
December, it lost half, and then from December to January, it basically lost half again. Yeah, and then by April, it was kind of where we are now. Looks
But
like.
you have to remember, and I remember like they kept talking about we're gonna do new updates, and the first few updates they did talk about them a lot, and then after that it just kind of dwindled down and nobody cared. But this is also, remember, this is just Steam charts. It doesn't show Xbox players both on PC if you're playing off Xbox or on
AI tells me that it's estimated to be around 5,950 active players for November 8th,
crazy that
2025.
there's that little people on Xbox playing that game.
Yeah, with a 24-hour peak, roughly 6,083.
Derwin, are you done Pokemon Legends ZTE yet?
I'm very close. I am rank B.
All right, buddy, because good news for you. You got the DLC coming out on December 10th.
All right,
in a
perfect.
month.
I am not paying for that. I'm going to finish this game, and I'm returning it to my friend.
But it lets you grow your Mon over level 100.
I do not care. At level 100, you should technically be able to beat the base game with like any Pokemon one shot or so. Like, that's silly. I don't know.
I'm waiting for you to be done this game, and I want to see how you feel about it all.
I'm waiting to be done this because I'm just basically playing the story and calling it a day.
Oh my god, that's not
Yeah,
good.
there's like so many side missions, but the side missions are silly because they're just like, oh, battle this one guy or find me this, and I'm like, no. I like pick it up, and unless it's like a battle me here right now thing, I'm not gonna come back for them.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it's a lazy game is all I have to say.
Ooh, I really want to get like your full thoughts on everything one day here.
You won't hear the unfiltered thoughts because Nintendo will probably come after me, but you know, it is, again, it's not like a 0 out of 10 game. It's like a 5 or 6. But put into context, like, it is one of the laziest developed games. And that's not untrue. Everybody knows it, right? Like, yeah, the story is not better than Pokemon Legends Arceus. I would rather play that, to be honest.
Good to know. Maybe they'll just get a Switch 2 patch for Arceus.
Yeah, maybe they'll just patch Arceus's map into it somehow, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of Pokemon, did you hear about this story regarding Nintendo's Power World lawsuit in the U.S.?
No, the last we
That's
heard was in
ongoing?
Japan, right?
Yeah, but there's an ongoing lawsuit in the U.S. and apparently, there has been I don't know how to describe this exactly because I'm not exactly that knowledgeable in patent law, but back in September, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office granted Nintendo a new patent, which was applied for in March 2023, covering gameplay mechanics relating to the summoning of a sub-character in a battle to battle an enemy. March 2023. This is like what, 2? When did Power World come out? 24 or 23?
I thought it was 23, 24. It was
24.
January 1924.
Okay, so this actually happened before Pal World came out. But apparently, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office director has now personally ordered the organization to re-examine that patent following the discovery of prior art references in 2 older patents, one of which is actually from Nintendo in 2019, and one of which is from Konami in 2002. So I don't exactly understand what that's going to affect, but that's somewhat of a blow in their attempt to basically sue the developers of Pal World Pocket Pair. Because this is apparently very rare, it doesn't happen often, but they're saying the patent that they are going off of was internally improperly filed. Like the USPTO should have done a better job to realize that this was already patented back in 2002. And in 2019 by Nintendo themselves in a different type of format for something separate. So, this, I don't know. I wonder what Konami patented this in 2002 for, but.
Well, let's see. Konami games that came
Maybe,
out
possibly nothing came out, Derwin, right?
Yeah, and they were just doing it prematurely. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, The Thing, Silent Hill 2, Shadow Memories, Pro Evolution Soccer, and Konami's Collector's Edition Arcade Advanced. Suikoden 3, Frogger Classic, Evolution Snowcross, and Konami's Moto X. So
it's crazy how much development or publishers used to release in a single calendar year.
Yeah, now Konami doesn't release much, right? Plinko.
Well, they had some. They're coming back. They had 2 games this year.
Yeah. And this was after, I guess, what we talked about last week, the Japanese Patent Office rejecting an application for Nintendo for their ball capturing mechanics.
Yeah, that was outright rejected. Yeah. I hope they lose.
Yeah, I hope so too. They deserve no new patents, let me tell you.
Yeah. But people are buying the console, Derwin. We are now at 10 million sales. It has now cleared PS4 and PS5 for that time frame, which 6 months it's been. I think at this rate it's only like 10,000 behind the DS. We're talking possibly this is going to be the best selling. We're talking this might beat the Switch for sure at this rate. Well, it is actually ahead of the Switch at this point in time. It is ahead of the Switch. It is slightly behind the DS. And can it come for the big dog, the PS2? We don't know, but it's already blown PS4 and PS5 out the water. So it's probably going to outsell those. It's probably going to outsell the Switch.
Crazy.
I'm honestly, I'm surprised, bro. I'm really surprised. I didn't think number 2 of the original Switch was going to sell better than the Switch.
Better than the original Switch?
Yeah, I'm really surprised. And maybe it's just me. I don't think the release cadence has been that great to warrant it.
Yeah, I don't think it has been either. I mean, the only game that we ever played was, Mario Kart World, Bonanza. I played Pokemon. You aren't going to pick that up. I was potentially thinking about picking up Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Age of Imprisonment. Yeah.
Imprisonment. But I didn't because the reviews made it sound like just any other Dynasty Warriors game. And if anything, I already played one at the beginning of this year, so I don't really want to play another one. DLC comes out potentially January for Origins. So if anything, I'd rather jump into that. And then realistically, after this, it's Metroid, right?
Yeah, which also I don't think is looking very good anyway. I don't think Metroid Prime 4 looks good, dude. I think it looks horrendous.
I think it looks horrendous, okay.
Maybe it doesn't look horrendous. I just don't believe it's being marketed properly. Every trailer we get, we're like, really? This is it?
Did you see the new trailer that came out this week?
I did not know.
Yeah, apparently it looks a lot better than the previous one that they showed.
I'm probably still going to pick it up and play it. I'm just not hyped, I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm hyped for is to see what the hell the Duskbloods is, and that's not until 2026. Kirby Air Riders.
There was a playtest this weekend. I never got a chance. There's also one next weekend, so I'll see if I can find even an hour to play it or something like that. I don't want to know too much about it in terms of how it plays, but I just want to have a feel.
Also, I'll be honest with you, man, the $100 price tag on some of these games up, it's really hard for me to swallow that pill. If Kirby Air Riders was a $50 game or a $60 game, yeah, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a campaign mode to
you gotta
Kirby
be
Air
really
Riders
selective
too.
with what you buy from them.
The good thing about it is that their resale value is pretty solid.
That's true. Yeah.
Campaign. Is there a
$7.
campaign to do? Well, yeah, so there is a campaign called Road Trip this time. So there is actually a little bit more than just that.
There's one game I'm excited for. One game. One Switch 2 game I am waiting, dude. Can you guess? And it's not the Duskbloods. I mentioned the Duskbloods.
Is it the new Mario Party? Which is unannounced?
No, dude. Not the new unannounced Mario Party. Although I'm looking forward to the Mario Wonder DLC. I'm really excited for that. I'm going to get that. I love Mario Wonder. One of my favorite games this console generation. This thing is freaking brilliant. No, dude. Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis looks fire, bro. It looks fire.
Yeah, it has been a while since a new Mario Tennis, right?
And listen, Mario Kart World, it seems like it's soured after the first few months it came out. But don't forget, before it came out, the hype was insane. This is the first Mario Kart since like 20 what? When did the freaking 8 come out? You know?
That was
13,
a Wii U
14?
launch.
That was a Wii U launch game, right?
Yeah, I think
2013?
so. Something
So
like
yeah,
that.
it's the first Mario Kart in over a decade. It's like the next GTA, basically. So we were really excited. There was this whole promise with this open world thing, which didn't ultimately...
Yeah, I think they fell flat on the open world part, period.
Yeah, big time. But yeah, there was hype, so that's why people went and gobbled it.
Yeah, and I'm sure... So here's the thing, like, they're going to release more content for it, right? So, like, I think in a few years' time, we're going to look back at Mario Kart World and be like, oh, they actually did so much with this that it was actually worth the $100. Because if they add new tracks, if they add new game mechanics to the open world, then, like, it's a $100 game, right? Like, we didn't have one since 20 whatever, like 10 plus years. So I think that's fair at this point. But right now, Mario Kart World is $100. Ghost of Yote is $90 without taxes.
We're talking Canadian, of course, yeah.
Canadian?
Yeah.
No way is Mario Kart World beating Ghost of Yote in my books.
Fair enough, yeah. But again, yeah, if it sticks around for 10 years and they constantly update it, then you could get your life out of that.
Yeah.
And we also spent only $70 on it, let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's another comparison, Bonanza, right? That one's a single player game. Like, again, not worth $100 in my book.
Is it better what's better, Bonanza or Astrobot?
I've never played Astrobot. So I can only
Dude, what? Excuse me?
We've been through this. I've never played it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never brought it up last year.
Yeah. I've never played it.
Oh,
and I'm scared to bring it up now.
Oh, dude, Astrobot is a must play.
I need to pick up a copy.
Well, I'd give you my copy, but my son.
Yeah, your son is gonna beat me up.
We're on second playthrough. We're almost done the second playthrough, me and him. After he deleted our save. Well, we've almost done our second 100%. After he deleted the save file last time. We're getting all the
You guys
bots
are
again.
insane. You guys are insane. He's going to remember that game like when he's 30 years old. He's going to have his own podcast 100%. And he's going to be like, you know what game I'm super hyped about?
Astrobot remake.
He's going to say it in that same voice too. God.
He loves that game. It's insane, dude. He loves Astrobot. Speaking of Astrobot and Mario Kart, I tried to get him into Mario Kart, and he did for the first few weeks. But he'll play Mario Kart for a little. He's like, "Oh, Mario," like, no, Astrobot. He just wants Astrobot, bro.
Yeah. At least he knows what he likes, and it's not a free to play game. I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not exactly exposing him to that just yet.
Yeah,
so.
very good.
Or
very
ever.
Good.
He's gonna have to find that out in school. Derwin, we were told previously this year that we were going to get a cloud streaming update for the PlayStation Portal, and that has surprise dropped this week. So now you do not need a PS5 to play PS5 games.
They had it out for a beta too earlier this year, right?
Correct, I think so.
Yeah.
Wasn't it closed? I think though.
Yeah, I think it was a closed beta of some sort. Yeah.
So there are limitations. There are only a handful of games. You can't just stream any game you own. There are a handful of games that you could stream if you own them. Otherwise, it's anything on the PlayStation Plus catalog if you have the premium tier, because that's the tier that unlocks the cloud streaming for you. So you still need to be subscribed to PlayStation Plus Premium, and then you could stream, I think, almost anything on the PlayStation catalog. Or maybe it's limited to some games, and then some of the games that you own. But I'm sure they'll just expand some more.
I mean, I didn't even try it when I had my PS Portal, because I think I was on the beta, actually, now that I think about it, and I never even activated it. However, I do have remote play set up on my ROG Ally with Chiaki or something like that, and it works way better than the Portal did.
Okay.
Which is crazy to me that the Portal was worst performing in terms of lag. Yeah, I got rid of my Portal. I sold it. I wasn't using it. I used it like a handful of times. I said I was going to play Forspoken on it, and I literally did finish Forspoken. Yeah, so I set it up for my ROG Ally, and the actual like gameplay with it with Ghost of Yote, I played like maybe like 30 minutes with it, and it was fine. I just would rather play it on my actual monitor if I'm going to be playing a game like that, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, the input lag and whatever was way better. Does also work on the Steam Deck. So
Yeah, the thing is, everything I'm fine with my Steam Deck the way it works. I don't need to tinker with it. I just want to play games like on it because I'm never playing anything that's
like too
demanding,
basically.
But speaking of Steam Deck, this is our last news story for the week. The Steam Deck has been given a feature users have wanted for years, which is the ability to update or download a game while the screen is turned off and your thing is in low power mode. Which I've had a Steam Deck for a few months now. I've never noticed. I didn't realize that if you don't have the screen open, it's not going to download. But apparently that was a thing. So you don't have to do it anymore.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you think that the PS Portal is going to have any other tricks?
No, I think that's it.
You think that's it? We're just going to have to wait for the next handheld?
I mean, I hope they make that PlayStation handheld. I'll buy that. I'll gobble that up. But
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the Portal was kind of like it sold well, but I feel like it was just a miss for me. And like I wish at the point when I bought the PS Portal, I put it towards the Steam Deck. But then I ended up getting an RG Ally anyways. But I just feel like I lost opportunity cost there because I would have been way happier with the Steam Deck.
Or your ROG Ally.
Yeah, or my ROG Ally. And I could have initially bought that instead of having that money spent on it and then having it sit on my shelf for like 6 months, 8 months, or whatever, how long it was.
Yeah, 100% agree. But that I already when they announced the thing, I was like, oh, this is not for me immediately. Like there was no question or debate in my mind that I was going to buy this thing. Well, it was a disappointment. I would have preferred like a handheld console. They chose to go this route. I'm like, I don't really need this. I tried to borrow yours, the internet in my house, because of where my PlayStation is.
Yeah, it wasn't
great. I was like, what's the point of this? I said, I don't really need this. Especially if I'm just going to play on like I'm running away from my kids. It's easier for my kids to grab the Portal when I'm playing and start like pressing buttons than it is for them to when I'm playing on a TV. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for news stories this week. But Derwin, we got a special episode planned for this week. So this is the end of this episode, and we will be doing our Ghost of Yote spoiler cast. That is right. You have beat the game and got the platinum. I have beat the game, and I am 2 trophies shy of the platinum. So we are going to go right into Ghost of Yote. So thanks for joining us this week, guys. Remember, we appreciate your support. So if you could like, subscribe, share on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, at the Slow Run Cast, we would appreciate it. And yeah, we will switch to our special kind of episode, separate recording. So yeah, if you haven't played Ghost of Yote yet, don't
tune into that.
Yeah, we're gonna be going deep. But if you have, perfect time to listen.
Yeah, I'm so excited to talk to you about this.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
This has been weeks since we basically launched the game. I'm like, I need to talk to you about it.
It's been about a month and 5 days since the game came out. So.
Yeah, and we've fully experienced
a month and
it.
Week.
So
yeah.
All right.
See you later, guys.